Good morning, boys and girls. It is Thursday, April 9th. Today's the day, hopefully, that I get to see your faces later on today. That would be really good. And I'm going to give you some activities to do. That would be super duper duper if I could do that. Today, just like every day, I want you to go through your calendar. I want you to go through your Bible verse that we just got this week, because we're gonna keep learning this one throughout the whole month of April. And then I want you to go through all of your God words, of course, ending up with wonderful. We'll get a new one for next week. Boys and girls, we read our Alpha book this week with Worm and his wagon and all of his friends. I want you to think through that and maybe retell the story if you would, because today is the day you're going to make your W sound list. Think of all the words that you can that begin with that wah, wah, wah sound, and either write them out yourself or ask a friend or mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or brother or sister to write them out for you. You come up with them and then they'll write them down. I know you'll be able to come up with a huge list. Today I want you to make your lowercase w's, and I also want you to write out your numbers 6 through 10. I would like for you to do those at least 5 times for some good practice. Today, you're also going to do your journal page with your first name and your last name and the date, and make a beautiful picture, either a spring picture or an Easter picture or just whatever God puts on your heart to make. You make whatever you want to make. Just spend at least 15 minutes on it and do a really nice job. Then today, boys and girls, we're going to have some library time. This is different from your regular time with the book. Today, you're going to practice, just like we do at school, practice like you're in a real library. In a real library, you can't talk with your big voices. You have to use whisper voices or you get kicked out. So I want you to either sit down by yourself or sit down with an adult or sit down with a brother or a sister and practice using your whisper voices as you're looking at the book, whether it's being read to you or you are reading it or you're just telling the story about the pictures. But whatever you do, use your quiet whisper voices or you're going to get kicked out of the library. That wouldn't be okay. Your daily challenge for today, boys and girls, is a little bit different. I hope you do it, though, because it is. I would love for you to videotape yourself either saying one of our Bible verses. We've learned lots of them this year. I want you to either say one of your Bible verses or I want you to go through all of your God words for me. And then I want you to make a video. I've been making videos for you for the last couple of weeks. Now I want you to make me a video. I want to see you and hear you saying your Bible verse or verses and your God words. I would love it. And if the adults in your house think it would be an okay thing to do, it might even be awesome to put it on Facebook. I don't know. I want to make sure that's safe. And so I'm not positive about that one, but I would love to hear it myself. So if you at least videotape yourself doing it and send it to me on my phone, that would be super duper. I would just love that. That would just thrill me to pieces. I also want you to remember your daily, everyday list. You snuggle with the book. You move your bodies. You make your bed and clean up your room and pick up your messes. And you also pray. I want you to pray for your family, for your friends, and for your teacher. Okay? And for Mrs. Smith, too. Don't forget Mrs. Smith. I've been talking to her, and we're getting some things together. She's going to meet me at school and get some things for you. So don't forget to pray for her, too. Speaking of praying, I've got 4 more friends left on my list that I want to tell you about. When I pray for them every day, I think about certain things when I think about them in particular. Today I'm going to start off with Oliver. Oliver is a boy's boy. I love Oliver, how you are so happy and you are such a great friend, but you love to play. And I want you to play. And when you play well. I mean, you stick to it. You make things. You have a purpose in what you're doing. And I don't think mamas and daddies realize how important playing is for 4 and 5-year-old boys and girls. That's how we learn a lot of what we know and a lot of what we need to know to go to kindergarten. I love it when you play with your friends. You don't care who you're playing with, you just like to play. And another thing I love about you, and I think about you, when you leave at the end of the day, there are so many times you turn around and you say goodbye to certain friends or all of your friends that are standing there. I love that. That makes your friends feel really good when you do that. You're a good friend. God made you so special. I hope you're still able to take your violin lessons. One of these days I want to hear that, okay? I would love it. I'm also going to pray for Tarun, or think about Tarun today, and tell you what I think about when I pray for him. Boys and girls, you probably didn't know this either, but Tarun won't be back at school with us either. He and his family are going to move back to India. But when I think about Tarun, I think about how he started the school year with us way, way, way after we all started. And when he came to school, I was a little nervous for him. I thought he was going to be scared, but I didn't need to be scared for him because you boys and girls were so sweet to him when he started, and it didn't take him very long to warm up. He is such a smart little guy, and I want you to keep praying for him. And I want to thank you for being Jesus to him by being kind and loving with him when he first started the school year with us. I'm super duper sad he's not going to be able to finish with us. Next up is Truett. Truett, man, oh man, buddy, you've just done so well this year. Your mama's been sending me pictures of your work. You are an excellent writer. You are an excellent drawer. You are the one this week that built something out of your last week, built something out of your Legos and then drew a picture of it. Wow, it was fabulous. You also have a really, really kind heart, and I love that about you. God made you really special, and I miss you. And then our last name on our list is Wes. Oh my goodness, Wes. Wes is our resident mathematician. Wes, I don't know if you knew this or not, but you are a teacher to the other boys and girls too. You've come in so many times with big math problems, and you've known it, and you'll say the problem to me, and I'll think in my brain, oh, he's not going to know this. Oh, he's not going to know this. And then you know it. I just can't believe it. You have been so encouraging to the other boys and girls when we go through our 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4, and so on and so on and so on. You are so great that the boys and girls look and listen to you, and that helps them want to learn their numbers better. Wes, I love how you love the Ninja Turtles, and how you love the Avengers, and how you love, oh boy, Transformers. We've talked a lot about the Transformers, and you draw pictures of them. I've known you for a long time, buddy, and I've known you before. Wait, I've known you, I think right after you were born was when I first met you. Mama brought you in your stroller, and you wouldn't look at me. You didn't like me at all. But then finally you did, and I got to have you to myself in my glass. So I love that you're there. I love how God made you, and I miss you. Boys and girls, I love and I miss you all. I hope to get to see you today, but if I don't, maybe I'll get to another day next week, maybe. Enjoy your weekend. The weekend that you get this will be right before we celebrate Good Friday, which is the day that not such good things happen. It's the day when they took Jesus away and they crucified his body. Remember in the story that we read, Satan and the leaders said, well, that's that. Jesus is done and out of the way. Well, guess what? They were wrong. They were a big fat wrong. In fact, Sunday, just 3 days away, is when Jesus came up out of the grave alive, and he beat sin, and he beat death, and he made a way for us to get to go and be in heaven forever and ever and ever and ever. And that's what I want to tell you too, boys and girlies. Even though we might not get to see Prashanta or Tarun again in school, and maybe never again. We don't know, because I don't know for sure where they're going to be moving to other than Tarun. But you know what? We have Jesus in our heart, and they have Jesus in their hearts, and we are going to get to see them. We get to see them when we go to heaven. And we're going to walk up to them and we're going to say, "Hey, Tarun, I missed you." Or, "Prashansa, there's that sweet little face." So we are going to get to see each other, aren't we? I love you, boys and girls. Enjoy your weekend, and I hope to see you really super duper soon. Mwah! Goodbye.